IHC out of existence. It doesn't work. The Prestige is closing in on us at a rapid pace, and with every minute that passes, our options diminish. We have to hide the women. These IHC assholes will be on us in less than 20 minutes. Any suggestion on how to hide more than 100 women in less than 20 minutes? Solaire asks, the serious expression on his face a bad omen. As the captain of the Ancestral Queen, few things rattle him. It seems like having a massive IHC military vessel on our tail is one of those things. And don't forget that half of them are still in cryostasis. There's no way we'd be able to hide the cryopods. The only reply Solaire gets is a deep silence. No one has any idea how to solve this, and it shows. Of course, we all knew something like this was bound to happen. You don't give a ride to 107 women who have been left adrift inside an IHC cargo ship and expect to blast off into the sunset. Someone put these women inside that ship, and we all knew sooner or later someone would come looking for them. It was only a matter of time. Not that any of it matters. There's no way any of the Kilgari aboard the Ancestral Queen will let these IHC bastards lay hands on our women. Sure, it was a complicated process, learning how to live with more than 100 human females aboard our ship, but they have become part of our crew. Hell, they've become family. Now we might be rogues and smugglers, but if there's one thing we're protective of, it's family. All right, I think it's obvious that we can't let them aboard the ship. Solaire's words are heavy and ominous. He echoes my own thoughts, but his words carry the weight of the consequences. You don't flip the finger to an IHC ship as large as the one chasing us and expect to live the day. Still, it's not like we have a choice. It would be impossible to hide all of the women, especially the ones still in cryostasis. Agreed. Grantian's golden forearms tense as he clenches both of his fists. As Solaire's second and one of the most experienced crewmen, he has always kept his cool in moments like this. If he's worried, I figure I should be worried too. We'll have to think of something fast. Laying one hand on my shoulder, Solaire locks his eyes on mine. Swipt, you're the pilot. Talk to me. What can we do? I take a deep breath and turn my attention back to the navigation screen. The IHC ship is still a good 20 minutes away from our position, assuming we don't move, and that should be more than enough for us to try something. Sure, we're already within their weapons range, but I've got to focus on one problem at a time. Scratching the back of my head, I make a few mental calculations. Then, needing to check whether the math is right, I bring up an ancillary screen and input some new numbers for a simulated analysis of engine and reactor speed. The results appear on a small readout by the corner, and, while they're not exactly stellar, they tell me we have a chance to make it out of this alive. The obvious thing would be for us to kick the engines into overdrive, power the superluminal speed, and bolt out of the system, I reply, scratching my chin as I consider all the holes in my plan. There are a lot of them, and Solaire's quick to spot the most obvious of them. We can't do that, he says. The IHC will pick up the change in our heat and energy signatures. A ship like the Prestige has as many sensors as it has crewmen. The moment they realize we're about to enter superluminal speed, they'll fire a volley of torpedoes our way. Judging by the size of the damn thing, I guess they have enough torpedoes to turn us into a floating graveyard. There's no way. Not necessarily. I cut him short, clearing my throat once more. If we mask the phase inducers to the engine core, their sensors will take some time before they pick up the engine changes. By the time they realize what we're about to do, it'll already be too late. They might try to fire at us, but we'll be out of torpedo range before we can get hit. We can leave them in the dust, sir. Mask the phase inducers? He cocks one eyebrow up in question, and I can